One is hope, the other is horror. One draws strength from the sun, the other has the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. But what happens when Superman, the symbol of justice, faces Sentry, the fractured god of Marvel? This isn't your typical comic book battle. This is the war of ideologies, raw power, and something darker than death itself. Let's strip this down. No plot armor, no prep time, no outside interference. Just two god-tier beings dropped into an arena, both fully blood-flusted, both fighting to win. No mercy, no limits. Superman, the man of steel, a Kryptonian born on another world and forged into the ultimate hero on Earth. His powers? Ridiculous. Super strength, heat vision, flight, near invulnerability, cold breath, super speed, and let's not forget that tactical genius mind, often overlooked but deadly in battle. And then there's Robert Reynolds, the Sentry, a tortured soul, a man with the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, and a mind that's constantly at war with itself. On the outside, he's Marvel's Superman, but deep inside lies the Void, a dark entity of pure destruction that even the gods fear. Let's talk raw power, not just who can punch harder, but who can bend reality with their fists. Superman's strength? It's myth turned muscle. In All-Star Superman, he casually carries 200 quintillion tons with one hand, like it's nothing. In Action Comics, he drags an entire chain of planets across the galaxy. That's not strength, that's cosmic scale might. He's held black holes in place, cracked moon-sized machines. He's literally bench-pressed the weight of the Earth for 5 straight days without breaking a sweat, and he wasn't even using his full strength because Superman never goes all out, not unless the planet or the universe is seconds from collapse. He's not just strong, he's always choosing not to destroy everything. Imagine living every moment knowing one misstep could turn a handshake into a fatal accident. That's the weight Superman carries, not just of power, but of infinite responsibility. But then there's Sentry. And Sentry doesn't just break the scale, he melts it. This is a guy who casually ripped Ares, the literal god of war, in half. He's gone toe-to-toe with Hulk at his angriest and left a crater where a city used to be. When the Void takes over, he's swatted cosmic beings like flies. He doesn't just overpower enemies, he erases them from existence. He once tore Molecule Man apart, a being who can manipulate reality on a molecular level. How do you even measure strength when it becomes undefinable? Oh, and Sentry? He's reconstructed himself after being atomized. That's right, his body was literally torn down to subatomic particles and he willed himself back. This isn't just strength of muscle, it's strength that warps logic, physics, and sanity. Sentry doesn't punch through walls, he punches through concepts. So, who wins in raw strength? Superman is the immovable object. His strength fueled by solar radiation, boosted by years of discipline, and grounded in morality. He knows how to control it. He knows how to use it. And most importantly, he knows when not to. Sentry? He's the unstoppable force. His strength is limitless, but unpredictable. He doesn't know restraint because when he lets go, he loses himself. Superman holds the power of planets, Sentry holds the power of suns. One is the master of his own strength, the other is a prisoner of it. And that's the real difference. If it came down to a contest of raw might, of who can hit harder, lift more, break bigger, Sentry might edge ahead. But if the question is who can control that power without ending everything, then Superman takes the crown every time. Because power without control isn't strength, it's just destruction. Strength is one thing, but what happens when the hits land? Let's face it, if Superman and Sentry ever collided, the universe would shake. But only one of them would still be standing when the dust settles. First up, Superman. You've seen him bleed, but rarely, and only when the enemy is something beyond mortal comprehension. He's taken punches from Doomsday that could crack tectonic plates, tanked hits from Darkseid's Omega beams, the same beams that erase beings from existence. He stood at the center of a collapsing star and didn't flinch, fought for days without rest, survived black holes, endured the Big Bang. In Superman Unchained, he flew headfirst into the Earth's core to stop a weapon, and came out without a scratch. In Final Crisis, he withstood the full wrath of Mandrak, a multiversal vampire god, and still found the strength to fight, even when he dies. He doesn't stay dead for long, because Superman is built differently. He doesn't just resist damage, he outlasts it. His cells drink in solar energy, constantly regenerating. He's not just hard to kill, he's built to rise again. Again and again. But now, Sentry. Let's just say, if Superman is hard to kill, then Sentry forgot what death even means. You can rip him apart, atom by atom, he'll still come back. Sentry isn't just invulnerable, he's transcendent. Time, space, physics, they don't apply to him anymore. He once tanked a full blast explosion meant to destroy a continent and didn't even flinch. He didn't block it, he absorbed it. He doesn't heal, he recreates himself. Like a walking paradox, unmake him, and he'll remake himself stronger. And here's the scary part. The more damage he takes, the more unstable he becomes. And when he unravels, the void leaks through. And once that happens, you're not just fighting Sentry anymore, you're fighting annihilation itself. So, who can take more damage? Superman is the shield of Earth, built to endure anything thrown his way. He's a tank forged in solar fire, tested in war, and tempered by restraint. He can fight for days, take nuclear-level punishment, and keep standing with a single mission: protect. Sentry? He's a living cheat code. You don't beat him by breaking his body, you'd have to erase him on a conceptual level, and even then he might still come back. Superman tanks damage through willpower, durability, and solar regeneration. Sentry tanks damage by redefining reality around himself. One is steel, the other is cosmic madness wrapped in golden light. So, who wins? If it's a contest of endurance, who can last longer under fire, Sentry might take it. But if it's about taking punishment and still doing what's right, Superman never falls. Not without a fight, not without saving someone first. In a fight where one punch can shatter planets, speed decides everything. Strength and toughness mean nothing if your opponent hits before you can even blink. Superman has outrun time, caught up to the Flash on multiple occasions, and moves so fast he's reversed disasters and even time itself. He's flown from the edge of the universe to Earth in seconds, reacted in nanoseconds, and throws punches faster than light. Every strike a sonic boom. But Sentry doesn't follow the rules of physics. He bends speed like he bends reality. One moment he's gone, the next he's behind you. He's caught missiles mid-air, reached the sun in seconds, especially when the void creeps in. But here's where the battle gets terrifying. Sentry isn't alone. Inside him is the void, a being of pure malice, shadow incarnate. Whenever Sentry pushes his limits, the void pushes back harder. It's not just a power imbalance, it's a psychological nuke. The void is capable of corrupting minds, warping reality, and unraveling existence itself. In one storyline, it was going to consume the entire Marvel universe. Thor knew the only way to stop it was to erase Sentry. Now imagine this. Superman is in the middle of this fight. He's winning. He's outpacing Sentry, adapting, striking fast and hard. And then, everything goes dark. The skies crack. The air turns to shadow. Superman isn't just fighting a man anymore. He's battling entropy, corruption, fear itself. The void isn't something you can punch. It infects. It breaks you from the inside. And even with Superman's iron will, the void doesn't need to kill him. It just needs to unmake what he is. That hope, that light, that belief, the void feeds on it. So, who really wins? If this is a clean fight, sun high in the sky, no mental breakdowns, no void creeping out, then Superman takes it. He's more experienced, more emotionally grounded, and tactically superior. He's been through wars, multiversal crises, and faced gods without flinching. He knows how to exploit weakness, stay composed under pressure, and strike with surgical precision. In a battle where both stay in control, Superman wears Sentry down, outlasts him, and wins. But let's be honest, that's not how this ends. Because Sentry isn't just one man, he's two. And when he's pushed to the edge, when the pain, fear, and chaos inside Robert Reynolds erupts, something else emerges. The void. And the void doesn't play fair. This isn't a villain you punch into orbit or toss into the sun. The void is the darkness between the stars. It warps reality, infects minds, and unravels existence on a conceptual level. The void can warp the environment, erase laws of physics, and fracture time. Even someone as powerful as Superman can't outpunch a force that bends causality. And if the void really wants to end it, it doesn't need brute strength. It just needs to unmake Superman, to erase him from memory, from history, from meaning, the same way it's threatened to consume entire universes in Marvel. So in the end, maybe they destroy each other. Maybe Superman pushes Sentry so far that the void takes over completely. The battlefield becomes a nightmare, a collapsing pocket of unreality. They trade blows that tear open dimensions, punches that echo across time. But when the dust settles, there is no winner, no light, no justice, no mercy. Only the void remains. Did we get it right? Or did we underestimate the Man of Steel? Let us know in the comments, who do you think wins this God tier clash? Smash that like button if you love these breakdowns, subscribe for more Marvel vs. DC battles, and hit that bell so you don't miss what's next.